Picture this, you're on a boat, gliding through the dark waters of the Venetian lagoon. Up ahead, a silhouette emerges from the mist. Poveglia. This isn't the Venice of postcards, this is the island of no return. The boatman refuses to go further, pointing with a trembling hand. No one goes to Poveglia, locals call it the island of ghosts, haunted by a malevolent energy that lingers long after you leave. We've explored haunted places before, but Poveglia is different. Its history is etched into the soil and crumbling buildings. As you approach, a heavy silence presses down, broken only by the wind and distant cries of seabirds. Fishermen avoid these waters, claiming their nets sometimes pull up human bones. This isn't a tourist tale, it's a fear passed down for generations. Poveglia is known as one of the most haunted places on Earth, where the dead vastly outnumber the living. The Italian government forbids access. Getting there requires special permission, and even then, few dare. The island wants to be left alone with its tormented souls. As our boat drifts closer, the sense of dread intensifies. Every shadow seems to move, every sound feels purposeful. You question your senses, is that the wind or a whisper from the plague pits? Poveglia gets inside your head before you even step ashore. The real investigation hasn't begun, but you're already a prisoner of the island's atmosphere. Welcome to Poveglia, the island of no return. To understand Poveglia's darkness, you have to look at its history. During the Black Death, Venice used the island as a quarantine station. Anyone with symptoms was dragged here, not to be cured, but to die. Tens of thousands perished, their bodies burned or buried in mass graves. The soil is literally mixed with human ash and bone. In 1922, a psychiatric hospital was built on the island. Patients reported seeing ghosts and hearing screams at night. Their torment was dismissed as madness, but the stories persisted. Legend tells of a sadistic doctor who performed brutal experiments in the bell tower. Driven mad by the island's spirits, he leapt or was pushed to his death. Nurses claimed a strange mist enveloped his dying body. His spirit, like so many others, is said to be trapped here. Poveglia is a monument to suffering, a cemetery saturated with pain. Its legacy is one of agony, madness, and restless souls. The island's past is never truly buried. Today, Poveglia is abandoned, off-limits, decaying, and feared. The government forbids entry, not just for safety but because of the island's reputation. Attempts to redevelop it have all failed. Workers flee after terrifying experiences. The island seems to reject any attempt at renewal. Locals avoid it, fishermen steer clear, and even public water buses give it a wide berth. Tales of shadows and screams haunt the community. They call it maledetta, cursed. To set foot here is to risk misfortune, or worse, a spirit attaching itself to you. Poveglia is a pariah among Venice's islands, its isolation only deepening its mystery. Is the government protecting us from the island, or the island from us? Its forbidden status weaves a powerful narrative, a place fundamentally wrong. Here, the laws of our world seem not to apply. The island's isolation lets its darkness fester, undisturbed. Poveglia is a sealed container of fear. What happens when you break the rules and step onto Poveglia? The stories are real. Paranormal investigators have documented chilling evidence. The moment you arrive, the air is thick and oppressive. Equipment fails. Batteries drain, cameras die. Disembodied voices whisper, "Go away, leave, you will die." We've captured cries of women and children, and even the phantom tolling of a bell long removed. Shadows dart across corridors, and people report being touched or scratched by unseen hands. Cold spots and the feeling of being watched are constant. The old psychiatric hospital is the epicenter, rocks thrown, screams from empty rooms. This isn't a place with a few ghosts, it's an army of them. Plague victims, tormented patients, and the malevolent doctor, all trapped together. Poveglia is a vortex of pain, where the past doesn't whisper, it screams. Now you know the story. Poveglia sits in silence, soaked in centuries of suffering. Its fear is real, a legacy of agony imprinted on the land. Would you spend a night here, locked down from dusk till dawn? It's easy to be brave from afar, but on Poveglia, courage vanishes. The island tests the limits of sanity and belief. Maybe some places aren't meant for the living. Poveglia is more than haunted. It's a question, what do you truly fear? The fear of being abandoned, of suffering alone, of being forgotten. As the sun sets and shadows grow, would you dare step ashore?